the only Leeds Bros show.
Well, hello everybody, welcome back to Only Leeds Bros for the match reaction. Leeds United 2, Sunderland 1. I still haven't calmed down, Dylan. Just, wow, what else can you say? This football club just never ceased to amaze me. Who would have thought that coming? We were all in the chat, we were all talking about we're getting nothing here. We didn't even think we were getting a draw. And lightning struck twice through Pascal Struijk, Dylan. Just try and sum it up, man. It's just, you can't.
There's nothing to sum up. It's just pure love and enjoyment for this club. That's where we're at. I'm shocked, not shocked, but I don't know, what can you say? That's just unbelievable. As Jam likes what I say, that's just disgusting behaviour in a good way. Like, you know, like for Leeds to go and do that, you know, not only win but win in the way that we did is setting a statement. I can't even talk to the rest of the league. Leeds United are here, and we ain't going anywhere easily. And that's what I love about it, you know, considering, you know, such a dead game at times, you know, the goal that they got with Ampadu's silliness, you could say, the referee against us, and we still managed to come out on top the way that we did. It's unbelievable, lads. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, class. Jam, we'll come to you, buddy. I'd say the emotions were all over the place with that one. What did you think?
I don't know, lads.
Jesus, man. I'd say, man.
Honestly, I'm just, you know, I felt like crying at the end of it.
Yeah.
Honestly, literally the emotions of it all, and like, do you know what? It sounds quite thing, but like, my cousin was a bit, as you boys know, I put in a few thing about a memory about my cousin. My cousin was a massive Leeds fan, and sadly he lost his life to cancer. But all day I was like, all day I've been speaking to him, saying, "Come on, please, just do it. Be with us tonight." And then that just shines. And do you know why? That's why I kept saying it's written in the stars, because today I was literally talking to him. And I knew you'd have loved that today, as we all would have. But honestly, boys, that's what gets me proper choked up about it, because I just can't. Like, I can't.
Love the emotions.
Like,
I love it.
Yeah. This is like
class.
passion. I love it, boys. It's just, honestly, just proper, just gets me going. I need to contain it, but honestly, the words just. I've got what I want to say in my head.
Yeah, but they're not coming out.
Can't get them out at the moment. But
pure emotion. I love it, Jam. I love it.
Yeah.
Really do.
Jam. Absolutely love it. We'll give you a minute to get your thoughts together. I love that, Jam. That's how Championship, we'll have to get that out of the way. Two seconds, Jam. That's how you win Championship, guys, and it is. That's it, lads. That's season defining stuff. That Shane Cavendish says league winning result. That exactly 100%. Ronan Doran says MOT, buddy. Amy Clark says get in. Justin Thomas says hit them likes, please do that. Good to see you, Justin. Hope you're keeping well, pal. Could be season defining that, and it really can, lads. It sounds dramatic and it sounds over the top, but it really can be, Dylan. It can be season defining, couldn't it?
Yeah, definitely, Darren. Lost for words, lads. You know, like
we all are. Like, it's just
as I said on the watch along, you know, it was such a high game going into it. We were all buzzing, you know. It went dead. Ampadu made the mistake. Kind of got our foot, we couldn't really get anything going as such, you know. It was the final ball, our final shot, we just couldn't get it under our traps. Sunderland then just start playing like dickheads, excuse me language. You know, at times certain individuals there really rivaled me up, and I'm loving it. But it's like an open wound, and I'm just rubbing a lot of alcohol over it just to make it sting that little bit more. You know, the referee was an absolute shamble, pure disgrace. Can't let that go away. You know, don't get me wrong. We deserve the win. You know, definitely we grinded it out. But the referee was an absolute pure joke. We can't forget about that. Like, it was decisions he was making at times was shocking. Sure, had 2 penalties as well. Yeah. Lads, I nearly died. Anyone, you know, I nearly died like on stream, choked on water. That's
what a bad time to take a sip of water, like.
I know. Yeah, I know.
Schoolboy era.
Amy Clark says here, loving the emotion, everyone shows how much it means, and that's it, lads. That's what football means, and that's what we're all a football fan for, isn't it? Games like that, last minute winners, pure emotion, pure elation, and it just it feels like now for the first time under Daniel Farke, I'm starting to get that Bielsa feeling back again, where the club is going in the right direction, everyone's behind it. We're winning tight games like that, we're smashing teams as well, like, and it just feels like we're all one at the moment, doesn't it? It's absolutely quality. But I do have to pop this one up, lads, and yeah, Harvey 925, Sunderland fan here, players if it is. That's how champions win games. Congrats, lads. Please leave us with Sheffield United in the playoffs and smash them next game. Congrats, lads. But my head is gone. I'd say so, buddy, because if that was the other way around and Leeds lost it in the last minute, lads, we'd be absolutely.
Well, technically, more or less we did with Melee earlier on in the season. I know it was a draw, but
if
it felt like a loss.
If it makes you feel any better, Harvey, I thought you got a crack inside there.
Yeah, that's agreeing.
Well, I think we could all agree, the three of us here, if we were to go first, I think Sunderland, I'd like to see Sunderland go up as well, would you?
Yeah, I would.
Well, yeah. Us two with Sunderland, I think, Dylan. Yeah, that's what I'd be going for anyway. If I could pick anyone to go up with us, I think it probably would be Sunderland. Callum's taking his send again. Yeah, I was wondering where Callum was waiting for him to come in. Jam, let's bring it right back to the start. It feels like an age ago, but we'll go back to their goal. Ampadu, he has to be doing more, doesn't he?
I jumped in on your half-time show and I was fuming that.
Yeah.
You can't get rolled like that. You can't get rolled. He was touch tight. Basic defending. You don't. If he's a strong lad, it's a door. And if he gets touch tight to him, he can just turn you. So the ball's going into him. He turns as soon as you turn him. Ampadu can't bring him down. He's going to be a penalty. So he kind of has to just let him go. He was poor tonight for me, Ampadu. And again, I'm not going to focus on the negatives, but he wasn't his best tonight.
And these are things that we have to talk about, John. But I have to agree with you, Pat.
Yeah, mate. Yeah,
again,
I could have my Welsh tinted glasses on and say, "Oh, he was this, he was that," but he wasn't. That was probably one of his worst games for us, if I'm being completely honest. But that first goal, I don't know what happened there. And to be honest, the first half, I just felt it was very flat. I know we controlled the game, but it just wasn't much zip on the ball. There wasn't a lot of intensity there. It was kind of like, I think we showed him too much respect in the first half, if I'm being honest. I think we just kind of sat off. Don't get me wrong, they're a good team, they've got dangerous players. I think the second half then, I felt, it was like a game of two halves, really. I felt like the second half, we really did sort of put a foot on the gas, and then we kept going and going. And I think that's what, for us, I know you boys love it as well, but for me, that determination to keep going, right until the end. We could easily just sat back at 1-1 and thought, right, we'll take the draw today and we'll go again against Sheffield United. But, Rothwell was a game changer for me today. As soon as he comes on, he's put in quality deliveries. But again, I think you touched on what you said, Dad. I'm loving this team at the moment. It's just got that touch of Bielsa. It's got that determination, the heart, desire, and that's all we want as fans, is to see a team go out there and give it their all, and that's what they're doing. I can't fault them, really. The first half I was fuming because I know we can do better.
Yeah. But
the second half, I thought they really did come out. You must have said something at half time, and to be fair, we controlled the second half, and I thought Sunderland actually invited us on. I don't know what they were playing at, really. But they were trying to hold on to their lead. But I rambled on a bit there, lads.
Great assessment, buddy. I was enjoying this.
Yeah,
Warnock said it there. I was listening to him after the game, and obviously I know what we talk about Warnock, but he's just straight down the line. You know what he says, and he just said I would have taken Ampadu off at half time. He said bad defending, he was playing poor, kept giving the ball away. He said I would have brought Struijk on, but he did also turn around and say Joe Rotwell was the game changer, and he turned around and said set pieces and deliveries into the box are massive. He said in a game like that where there's not much in it, and them small little percentages do count, like what he says, into the box. So yeah, maybe Farke probably did get the lineup wrong. In my opinion, I still look back and think it would have been the lineup that I would pick if we're going at it again, just because they're in midfield. The talent that they do have, it just didn't work today for Rotwell and Tanaka. They just kept getting bypassed a bit for me. But wow, lads, Joe Rotwell, brilliant. The first one into the box, outstanding ball, lads. That's undefendable, isn't it? The first strike one, Dillo, you.
There's thoughts just going through my head, it's just unbelievable. I'll tell you, the first one that does come to mind is we're gonna win the league. What more can you do?
Yeah.
You just what more physically can you do? Pascal Struijk, what a man, what a player. The myth, the man, the legend, sexy pirate that he is. Sean says, for the next week and a half, I'm going to be watching Pirates of the Caribbean back to back. But I did say there, and all joking aside, I know you're probably thinking I'm winding you up, but I did say start Joe Rotwell.
No, you did. Yeah, hats
I
off.
think the attacking, I can't think of the word because I'm dyslexic, but he gives you that attacking threat going forward, basically. But I just think Grew out for away games. Still better than Ampadu. I think he's proven that tonight, but like only away from home, like you know. That's why I know you didn't like that, but I just had to kind of let that. I mean,
Well, I'll let you have it tonight. Every dog has their day and all that jam, isn't that right? Before we kind of move on to the Leeds goal jam, obviously we'll stick to the Ampadu one a little bit. Struijk comes on, he gets his 2 goals. Do we change it up now? Does Struijk come back into centre half?
I think so. Yeah, I know it's obviously it's easy for us to sit here and say yeah, bring him back in, but I just think for me, lads, Ampadu just slows it down too much sometimes.
yes,
At the back, he's just it's pedestrian. I get it. It's obviously tactical, but he does slow it down. We've always said I think his best position's in midfield, and that's just I've never liked him at the back, but he can do a job at the back. But like I've said before, Pascal's our best defender, lads, and tonight he's proven, with his headed goals that he's just a threat as well. He is probably our biggest threat on set pieces. So I'm happy for him as well, because he must have been frustrated being on the bench, but he's probably happy for the lads. But he's back in now, and I think we do have to see Pascal now moving forward. Personally, and it was easy to say that after the game, but personally, I just think. Yeah, you wouldn't have got rolled like that. No, I agree.
That's what I was just about to say. Like, he's stronger than that, and he is a better defender than Ampadu, isn't he? Like what you said, Jam.
100%. Yeah.
Ampadu can do a roll in there, but like that when it comes up against them proper championship players like that, and is it all we can all say? He's big, he's physical, and he's quick and strong. And Ampadu just gets torn too much, gets goal side of him, and then lovely finish, lads. You can't take it away from great finish in the corner. Melee has no chance at all.
Very good.
But like that, you don't want to get caught there like that. So poor from Ampadu, and in fairness to him, he done the post match there with Struijk, and he turned around and held his hands up straight away and said, "Poor defending for me." He said, "I let the boys down." And like that, I know we turned around and say he's meant to be captain, but that is a captain, lads. To turn around, he could play that off and say nothing about it, but to come out openly live TV and say, "Yeah, my fault. Hold my hands up." Pascal gets him out of jail.
I think you're right in what you're saying there, but maybe it's just me or other Leeds fans. I think I can speak for as well. If we had lost that game like that, we wouldn't have been taking that so lightly.
Oh, I don't think so. But then it's a game of fine margins like that as well, though. Do you know what I mean? Like it really is. Like, and this is why we love football, because it can change so quick, and it's end to end, and mistakes happen in games of football as well, Dylan. So, and I do think Ampadu has been a massive part over our clean sheets. Them 6 clean sheets in 6 games. You can't say Ampadu wasn't, Dylan, because some of his defending was brilliant. His last ditch tackling was very good as well. We were speaking about his his passing out and the slow build up and stuff like that. But him and Rodan were solid at the back, Dylan. So I don't think one poor goal and one poor decision in a big high game like that, I don't think it doesn't damage him. That's what I'm kind of saying. I'd still be backing Ampadu. It's not at the scale of Meslier. He's made a mistake. He's got over it. His teammates bail him out. That's what you want him to do. We move on to the next one. But I do think Struijk has to come back in. Yeah, which alternative means Ampadu going back into midfield then, would it?
Yeah, more or less. Yeah. I think it's time. We can all agree that's his best position. Fark's clearly not going to throw him out of the team. He's going to make sure that he is in the team. But the main question is who goes in there? Is it Tanaka or is it Roa?
What a headache though to have.
I think if you throw Gruev in there, you're mad in the head. I think you're mad.
Yeah, I agree.
I just think there's games for him though, Dylan, because then when you look back at who did we play away? When he played Coventry away, he was good at Burnley away, he was good at Coventry away. And he was good
Watford as well. He was good.
Watford away as well. He was good with Tanaka in there as well. So I think that's probably why he started today. He just wasn't at it. Just wasn't at the races. And look, sometimes Dylan, you get games like that. Chris Thompson says, "Evening lads. Well, I've lost my voice and I've watched it at home. 50p head with 2 goals tonight. Substitutions of the season. We Fark dead chuffed all Leeds, aren't we?" And like, who would have thought that, lads? Like, you would have thought you were a madman, Pascal Struijk, to score a brace tonight. Oh, sorry, I commented that off. How about this, lads? Every now and then we play Rotwell in the 10 just for set pieces alone. It's not a bad show. It's not a bad show. Let's touch on the number 10 position. I'm not going to be negative, but then we'll kind of move on to the goals. But Brendan Aronson tonight, lads, a little bit disappointed in him, because I thought this would have been a big game for him today to kind of get in and get amongst it. Couldn't get involved, could he?
To be honest, did he play?
It's one of them.
Sounds awful, lads. But I mean, you need a bit more. He presses, he does all the hard work well. But in this division, I think we can get away with it. But We need a bit more than that sometimes. And I think he did go missing tonight. I think he tried his best. But to be honest with you as well, I think there's credit to Sunderland for the way they set up. I think Bellingham and that, was it Dan Neil or something? Or is that his name?
Dan Neil was in there, and then Chris
Dan
Wade
Neil, he
was
was
in there with them, yeah.
God, they were doing my head anyway. They were literally everywhere. They were literally cleaning everything up, and I just can't. But not his best, lads. But again, can we complete? He's performed well through the season. We get this, don't we? We get the games where we're not going to be at the races. Like Ampadu wasn't tonight, Gruev wasn't tonight. There's quite a lot of them who weren't at the races, but again, it's just for me, it's a sign of champions.
That's it. Nail on the head, isn't it? It's a sign of champions when teams aren't playing well. You're under the cosh like that, 1-0 down at home, to show the courage to come back and win it. And to be honest with you, I think at 1-1, well, even before that, Jam, you were in the chat as well. Even before we got the equaliser goal, the rhetoric in the chat was, yeah, we'd be happy to take a draw, And then some people saying, doesn't look like it's going to happen here. You get the draw, you get the equalising goal, and everyone's going to say, yeah, happy enough with this, let's just take it. To go and get the winner. I would have been happy with the draw, but to go get the winner is just pure elation. Because you're negative.
I wouldn't have. I swear to God, I wouldn't have. I would have been so highly annoyed. To be honest with you, and that right there shows why Leeds United are the way that we are. And in my head, at times I was believing. Don't get me wrong, I was completely annoyed, and I wanted to smash the ref up. I wanted to smash the telly up at times, But as I said, lads, credit you where it is. The lads really did under everything that was going against them. The referee, Sunderland being shithousery, and then to just pull off like that. That's where the credit is due, because we done nothing but immense there tonight. Credit to Far, credit to the players that came on. But then another thing that I kind of want to touch on, lads. Nando. We can get on again.
Yeah.
It's crazy, isn't it?
But would you say, I think we can all agree that Dan James is just out of this world?
Tonight,
tonight he was a bit.
Tonight he was, below it, wasn't he, Jam? And he was doing that the whole thing again, coming inside on the left.
But he's still creating something from me, lads.
Oh no, he is, and he's a threat to them. He's a threat because they're constantly aware of him. They know his pace. You can't give him a yard, and he's in behind. Before we touch on Nanto, because I do want to bring that kind of towards the end, but let's try and stick to positive as much as we can. Elam Elliott tonight, lads. Yeah. Talking about Gilles, but wow. Some of the saves, the first night he pulls off in the first couple of minutes as well, the double save. Few saves as well down to his left that he does have to make as well. He was brilliant again tonight. Plaudits go to him again, don't they?
This is exactly what you want, though, isn't it, from your keeper? Like, this is what we've been calling out for all season. We don't want to come on here and slate him. We want to come on here and be like, yeah, fair play, you've stood up and you've saved us there. I mean, the start of the game, that could easily, if they go 1-0 up, you're thinking, oh, God, it's going to be one of them. But he comes up trumps and he does it. Over the moon for him. That's what we want from his fans. We don't want, we all want the best for him. We don't want to come on here and slate him. We don't want to come on here and be like he's dropped another clanger. Yeah. And to be honest, going back to the game, I think that's justice tonight for what's happened, the reverse fixture. Because I don't know how that went in, but that's another conversation.
Yeah, but that's what I think. Justice is served, Jam, and look what I said. Up there, it felt like half of their stadium was empty. He obviously does the clanger, and they've celebrated like they've won the league. It was a draw. We actually won tonight like that in the last minute. So that's the difference. And again, it's a sign of championship. But you can see how much it meant to them. And going back to Sunderland, you do have to give them some plaudits as well. I thought they set up very well. They frustrated Leeds. They came with a game plan as well. Next week is obviously Sheffield United again. It's another tough game, but I think probably in a different way. We're probably playing one of them typical kind of championship sides, a bit of doggedness in them to know how to win games. It's going to be very much like that as well. When chances come our way, we're going to need to take them. But for me, lads, that is huge tonight. I said the next two, if we can even win one of them, it's a good one. But to win tonight, to go back top by two and face them tomorrow, if we could beat them at Bramble Lane next week, lads, look, wow, what a statement that sends out, Dylan, doesn't it?
It's the do. It's one of them. So it's going to be a statement, isn't it? But me, lads, being the Leeds fan that I am, I'm going to be, celebrations continue on next Monday when we hammer Sheffield United 3-0.
Oh, he's confident.
But it's the games after that. The little ones. I think we've QPR in there, don't we? West Brom.
Yeah, we've got a few.
You know what I'm saying? Do you get what I'm trying to say? They're the type of games.
Well, Sheffield United, West Brom, Portsmouth then, isn't it? Then Millwall. So there's I think probably after these three, yeah.
It's just it's like we can all feel it as fans that next Monday is probably the most crucial game of the season.
Portsmouth
The
are really
final
good
I'd
at
say
home
that,
as well.
lads. Would you? Arthur's saying there, and I know you always
Yeah, I
want
would.
Leeds to win football matches,
Yeah.
but geez, yeah, if you're saying now Leeds to take a 2-2 draw down there, 100%. Obviously, it depends on the game. If you're 2-0 up and you you draw a 2-2, you know, in the last couple of minutes, you're saying you should have won it, but if you're giving it to me now, I said 4 points out. The next two will be massive, so I'd definitely take that.
3-2
I just want to go
Leeds.
back to Shane before we move on to his next one. Shane Kavanagh's comment here. We've all said obviously Grove doesn't start tonight. Does he start against Sheffield United, lads? It's a big
Yes.
call again.
Yes.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
Him and Ampadu.
Yes. No.
Yeah, this is the thing, isn't it? Because we
This
just
is it.
said to bring Pask back, and then it's tough.
It's
But
dropping.
definitely bring
If
Pask.
if he plays Gruev and Ampadu and then plays Boyram instead of Firpo, we're screwed. It's just
Yeah.
come on. We might as well pull down the trousers. Nice and early. Like.
The problem is, I think
Serious.
you said Dillo in his presser. Farker said he's like his most important player, isn't he, for Ampadu? So he ain't dropping Ampadu.
He's not dropping Ampadu.
No, but like you know, the conversation it will. You know, I genuinely believe Struijk should start, but will he?
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like, you know what I mean?
It just got me. Everyone in the Leeds for singing that song.
Do enjoying my Guinness.
Ref was crap tonight. Yeah, lads, look, let's touch on the ref. We'll try and go off the chat and let the chat kind of flow of what way the conversation is going to go. Jam, the referee tonight. First of all, the first penalty for you, Peno.
What was the first one? Sorry, lads.
The first one was the Dan James one. He's pulled down, remember? Sirkin had the arms around him, pulled him down.
Oh, yes.
That's right. Yeah, that was rugby tackle, didn't he? No, that was clumsy. That was clumsy. And even I watched on Sky Sport. I don't know if you lads watched on Sky Sports, but Andy Hinchcliffe, even he said he's anti-Leeds, and even he said he's clumsy there. That's a rugby tackle. If that was VAR, that would have been given 100%. Yeah, go on. Sorry, guys, go on.
Then the second one down was the one on Sirkin down as well. So Sirkin was involved in the both of them. His hand is out by its side. We've seen it in the Premier League before. If you have your hand out away from your body, we've seen them given. For me, it's a dead certain penalty again. So I think just overall, even if you take the two penalties decisions over, I just thought Atwell tonight was just poor, lads. I thought he ruined a good game of football as well, didn't he? Because nice couple of tackles going in. He was very one-sided at times. Leeds were putting in tackles and he was giving the foul to them, and then they were putting in some, let's be honest, some strong tackles on the Leeds players. One bad one on Solomon as well, and he wasn't giving much to Leeds, was he?
I wouldn't be surprised if Solomon's injured. Sorry.
Yeah.
Being honest.
Let's hope he's all right, yeah. Let's hope he's all right.
I felt for Solomon tonight, lads, to be honest. I felt like he was really targeted tonight by them, and you know, he wasn't bad. I thought he tried to create something for us, but they were doubling up on him, and every time they could, they brought him down. But the refs this season have been terrible. Right. Every game I've said, every game there's something that they're not doing right, and the thing is, Sunderland knew what they were doing as well. They were playing to the ref because they were just, and they were inviting the challenge in, and then they were falling on the floor, and then they knew the ref was going to give it. So in a way, it was smart for them. But then the refs need to just take control. Yeah,
we were lucky as well that we were out on lads when he went in the head.
Yeah,
as well, like, you know what I mean? Like, we have to count our chickens as well to a certain degree. If it was me, bang, straight away. If it was Rodon. You know what I mean? Straight away, no questions asked. And then as I'm getting sent off, going, do, we're gonna win the game. You know what I mean? It's crazy, isn't it? I love this. This is what this club does to you. You know what I mean?
Just pure allow. I won't be able to sleep tonight, lads. Honestly, I'll be just pure adrenaline running through my body at the minute. Michael Browder says Gruev was there to stop the counter attacks. He did that well, but his set piece delivery was brutal.
Yes.
And it really was, lads. And I think that probably is. I think Gruev done his job.
He broke his play up.
He did. He broke the play up, and that's what he was in there for. But his delivery tonight was poor. When it's usually good, it's not Rotwell level good, but it's usually decent, isn't it? And it was just he was a little bit off tonight. So it's going to be very interesting to see what Fark does against Sheffield United. Both given in the Prem, 100%. The both penalties be given in the penalty. If Hinchcliffe said that it was a rugby tackle, then it must have been a penalty. Really, it was Stonewaller for me. Stonewall penalty. The ref, we were all delighted that when he was changed, I would have preferred who was originally on. Was Craig Dawson or Craig Pawson or Parson or whatever?
Sheffield United fan, wasn't it? Originally,
yeah, he was meant to be on it as well. But it was the same as well when I seen something was a bit of miss there. Buck Farker from celebrating the goal touchline ban against Sheffield United. We do have to touch on that, lads. Is that a big one, Jam? No Fark on the touchline for ultimately probably our biggest game of the season so far.
Do you know what? It's a tough one, really, because I think we all sort of think, we all love it, don't we? Seeing that from our managers, that bit of passion, that bit of emotion. So maybe he has got into his head a little bit, but I don't know. I firmly believe the 11 on the pitch do the business, and I know that obviously the managers on the side to motivate him, but he can still have a say in the change rooms and stuff. You know, and his assistant and his coaching team will be there. But I don't listen. Ideally, we'd love to have him on the side, but I don't think it's going to be a major factor in it. Personally,
all right, mate. I hope you're all right. Super chat here as well from GR1. Dillo, that better be a Paducah short.
Do you want me to get up and model a video? Do. Mark Paducah. Do. Sorry. I'm buzzing tonight, lads. I'm buzzing.
Get up and give us a twirl.
Appreciate that, though, for the...
Thank you very much.
I really appreciate that.
Really appreciate
Thank
that.
you so much.
Can't get the kids back to sleep. Woke them up roaring like an EJ.
Well,
at least you woke them for a reason. I wouldn't even be mad if they don't go back to sleep because I'd be like, it's my own fault and Leeds.
Go on, look, it is what it is. I'm locked in here. I have a mini fridge down here. My missus got mad. I think my young lads away because I screamed the gaff down. Lily died on stream as well. You want to watch back and have a look at it. You know, so look, it's that's what happens when you're a Leeds fan. You live and you learn.
Yeah.
And Mez did well saving 2 shots before 1-0 up. He really did. We touched on Mez as well. Definitely deserves his plaudits and justice was served. Bring Jesse back for the Blades. No, Chad, you're off your trolley.
Sean,
you're off your trolley.
Sean, I'm in a good mood. I'm in a very good mood tonight now. Don't be throwing out wild statements like that, please.
Get on the phone to Big Sam for next Monday night. I just thought, yeah, take a draw, but a win would be unbelievable. I only saw Pirro's run when Struijk scored the second goal. I didn't see it. I didn't see what Pirro done. No?
I was too busy running around my garden.
I stood up off the chair and there was like a heater beside me. Nearly fell over the heater. My ankle went one way, body went the other. I thought it was gone.
I landed on the bed.
Cameron says you're alright, Dale's not modelling. Thanks very much.
Are you sure? Do. Start swinging. Do.
Hey, Jam, this is one for you. What's that Tom Jones one? The one where it's like...
it's not unusual to be
loved
by anyone. Sorry, lads. I'm buzzing.
No, the one you can leave your hat on. That's the one.
Oh, yeah.
You can leave your hat on.
You can leave your hat on. Chill.
Oh God. Oh, I'm sure, yeah. Oh, Dillo Bielsa only for one game. Oh, love Marcelo. You had to bring him back. What are we going to touch on next, lads? There was something there I was going to think about. Oh, Dylan, you brought up the Nanto situation. Obviously, yeah, put it to the two of you boys. It's obviously, you're turning around saying, yeah, look, he can't get into this team at the minute because James doing so well. Ramazani comes on, makes a bit of an impact, looks dangerous as well. Solomon's outstanding. There's no real claim for Nanto to be getting into this team at the minute, is there?
Dan James has been quality. I know, like, regardless, he didn't play well tonight. But, you know, I think we all can agree he wears his heart on his sleeve, that man, and he'll still give you 110%, even though he's not playing unbelievable, you know. So, to be fair to a certain degree, I'm chuffed with the way James has gone. But my standard for Nanto has dropped an awful lot, lads. And I love him, like, you seen him there, you know, he's celebrating. He's probably the first one to celebrate. Yeah. But, you know, every time he scores a goal as well, you can see all the players running to him. It must be a confidence thing at the minute, lads. If I'm being honest with you, I don't think it's you know, I think that's what it is, if I'm being honest.
Super chat here again says we owe Sunderland for that late result, and we really do, lads. That's what it feels like, doesn't it? It feels like
he's trying to get my clothes off. What's this going on here?
Throw €2 at you, come on. But that's what it does feel like, though, Jam, isn't it? It feels like justice is served because, look, let's be honest, that one up at the Stadium of Light, it hurt, didn't it? And it wasn't just that game, it wasn't just the next day, and we had, remember, the 2-week international break as well, so we had a long time to stew on that, didn't we, after that Melier mistake? So it feels like it does, that justice has been served eventually.
That's the thing, and you got, like you said, the international bit, you got 2 weeks to stew on it then, haven't you? But literally, you can imagine as a player, you want to get out there quickly. You want it to be a Tuesday game, don't you? Like 3 or 4 days later, just to put to right the wrongs, really. But do you know what, lads? I got real satisfaction at the end. We scored that goal, and all the Sunderland players are on their knees, and that's just a bit of it's just poetic justice, really. Honestly, if I collect the tears and just inject right in there. That's my
Like
oxygen.
That's gonna be me outside Ellen Road. That'll be good.
The Macam tears.
Honestly,
It is good.
I'm gonna be on my knees here and I'm gonna have you in a headlock this side and Darren on the other.
look forward to it, mate.
Just being honest,
It's getting a
like,
little bit out of control here. Dylan's stripping and headlocks and all like that.
Wreck the place.
Shane Cameron
Absolutely
says-
wreck the place.
Nanto's done at Leeds, I think. No biggie in my books, and that's what it feels like, which is mad, lads. It's mad to get my head around it because a player that does have brilliant talent in there, we know exactly what he can do, but at the minute, he's not a miss. We're not missing him at all, are we?
The problem is, the thing is you've got Dan James on one side who works his socks off, even if he doesn't impact the game as much as he usually does. Then Nando for me does go missing, personally. And if he's on it, don't get me wrong, if he's on it, he's brilliant. But for me, you need a bit more than I know they say that hard work. I don't know what the saying is. Sorry, lads, my brain's just gone. But talent.
Hard work beats talent when talent
hard
doesn't
work beats
work,
talent. That's the one. That's the saying.
My brain went a long time, Jam. So you're alright.
But that's what you want in your team. You want someone who's going to work hard and really put. And he's got the numbers as well to prove it this season. He's got the goals and the assists as well. And again, I think I've touched on it before. If Nonto was going to come in, he's going to have to. Again, if he comes on against Sheffield United, he's going to have to come up trumps, and he's going to have to come up with an assist or a goal or something like that to really put his. Really state a claim in the team personally, but strange one with Nanto because he was probably our key player in the Premier League, wasn't he? I know when we went down, I mean that year he was probably the sort of the only bright light, shining light in the team. But don't know what's going on, lads, with him. I don't know what's happening with him. I don't know he obviously isn't doing it in training. Farker just obviously he knows what he's doing as well. And I think Dillo said I can't really complain with having Dan James there at the moment. Why would you change it? You just can't. You can't change him.
He's always a danger, even like they're thinking when we need to chase the goal and he's not doing too great, his end product isn't really there, but you just have a feeling with that Dan James all the time that he can just make something happen out an hour, can't he? With his pace, he can get us in behind or pull defenders out, so he's always one of them you'd like to leave on. Let's touch on the man on the other side, lads, Manor Solomon today, but like what you said, Jam, I felt a little bit sorry on him being doubled up. But even again, his individual quality, you can see it on the ball, his jinking runs, he was taken down, hacked down a lot of times tonight. He's just been outstanding, Solomon, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, Troy Hume, I targeted him all game, didn't he? And I think he was quite lucky. He got booked in the end, but he could have got booked earlier for me. But he's just quality. He's a class above Solomon when he gets the ball, and it's just his first touch, lads. It's the ball sticks to his feet, and you think, as a defender, you think, oh yeah, he's not the quickest of players, but his control is just up there. And again, he did try and influence the game. He cut in on his right, and he tried playing in Tanaka and Aronson. And Tanaka had one or two shots that were a bit wayward. But yeah, he was targeted tonight. But again, you can't complain. He's been putting up the numbers again. And we all get the games where players ain't performing. There's one or two games that perhaps. But if that's his worst performance tonight, then
I love that.
I can't really complain.
That's what the thumbnail. That's what my thumbnail is. Lightning strike twice. Still a rat. Lads, look, I think like for me, my feeling after that game is the overriding feeling that I have at the minute is that it's a sign of champions, and that's the only thing that I can put down to it. And it just feels like now that it's just
champions.
a massive.
Champions of Europe. We are champions.
He's a loose cannon, that fella.
Oh yeah, what is he?
You're a loose cannon.
I can't help it. It's just rolling off the tongue to me.
It does though, Jam, doesn't it? It feels like now that winning a game like that, when it's stacked against you, the cards are against you, to win it the way we did do it, it is a sign of champions, and it's cliche to say, but it does feel like the Leeds train is rolling and it's hard to stop.
It is, yeah, and I think like games like that is just so important. Probably more like I know we beat Watford 4-0 the other. It's probably going to be silly what I'm saying here, but when you come back from 1-0 down and you score in the last minute, I don't think you could beat that feeling. You've seen the crowd go nuts, and you're expecting a draw, and next thing you know, we're coming out with a winner. But it is a hard train to stop. We got to enjoy these moments, boys, because I said I'm not thinking. I know. Don't get me wrong. I'm thinking about it in the back of my mind about Sheffield United, but at the moment, I'm just going to enjoy. Relishing in the moment of beating Sunderland, because Sunderland are a good team, lads. I'll be honest, they did surprise me tonight in how good they got a lot of young talent there. But again, I just think we showed our experience, and we've got a lot stronger squad this year than last year. Absolutely, I mean, we'd have lost that last year, 100%, because we wouldn't have had the quality to come off the bench. So I've rambled on again, but
I love it. I love listening to it.
So I wanted to touch on, lads, I'll joke on the side. Jayden Bogle. How good was he tonight?
Unbelievable.
Solid again.
At one stage, he megged your man. I was taken. Just taken. This is the right back in the league. And to be honest, if he keeps up the performance that he is, and I know it's probably a wild statement, but I'm going to roll with it anyway. We can see him getting a goal for England. That's the way guys go. I'm telling you. I am telling you.
That is a hot take, that.
That's the way that I'm feeling. He's unbelievable, especially if we go up next season.
I suppose Luke Ayling was on the verge as well, wasn't he? You never know.
Luke Ayling, yeah, it's true. Yeah, he was. Yeah.
Luke Ayling was on the close. I was more worried for that game than I am for next Monday, and that's it. I was the same as well, lads. It was just because we bet Sunderland, we bet Sheffield United at Ellen Road. I'm not too hung up on that game. It was this game tonight. That I thought was the big one, the one that was kind of must not lose. If we drew it, grand, but if we won it, even better. But like what you said, Jam, now enjoy it, isn't it? It's a full week now, and when have we said that before? Usually, we have our midweek game, and it's one of them you can't really rest on your laurels. You're on to the next one. Full week now to enjoy it, go again. But Monday is massive if we win that game.
It's a quick one for me, lads, as well. I mean, if you look at the gap between, was it Burnley? Are they 7 behind us now?
Burnley are 7 behind us,
and then Sunderland are 10. I mean, that's it's a nice little gap. And I'm not saying we take our foot off the gas, but I mean, that gap's looking quite healthy now. I want us to be champions, but I think that gap between us and third is the most important for me.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, don't get me wrong. I want to be champions. I want to go up and as winning league. But most important thing is, I think that's why the result tonight is so big, because I think for me now that literally, I'm not saying I think for me Sunderland now have got a lot to do. We got to lose a lot of games, and they got to win pretty much to be perfect. So. Yeah. I think that's what I'm trying to get at. I'd rather the
massive,
gap.
But like Jan, we did touch on it. Do you remember after Watford when you were on? We touched on it about these two games, and we said that look, there's still 12, 13 games left to go in the league, and there's still a lot of football to be played. But these games are massive. You're taking points off the teams around you when they still pick up points through the season. This is where it matters, doesn't it? This little crunch time, it might not seem it, but these two games, if you're taking points off the ones around you, it's big, isn't it?
Do you boys think tonight or Sheffield United's bigger? Which game would you rank of more importance? Yeah?
I thought tonight, but now after winning it, kind of pushes Sunderland out of the way. I think that one at Bramall Lane, I think is the biggest of the season. Biggest of the season so far, I think. I think we win.
Mouth-watering clash, really, isn't it?
I think it's another level next week. That was a big one tonight. That was the first hurdle, because I think if they bet us tonight, it gave them the glimmer of hope, come back into it, they were back down second, and it's tough then going to Bramall Lane next week, after if they bet us tonight, you're trying to pick your cards up and go again. So it was massive all round, not just the 3 points, the whole push going forward, the whole momentum is massive as well. Evie from Discourse Peacock says, affect me, Evie, I've never heard your course before. Affect me, lads, my emotions are all over the place as my heart rate. Yeah, my heart rate was all over the place for that goal as well, but I think we're all the exact same, Dylan.
Silent one, just a silent one.
Or Evie, way to get on Joe's channel. Let's smash your last couple of the comments, boys, before we wrap it up. Bogle been brilliant last couple of months, one of the best signings in recent times. He really has been, lads, hasn't he? And for Sheffield United to turn around and tell us, he's gone forward, but he's not great at the back. He's been solid at the back as well for me. I think he's brilliant, and he's probably up against the likes of Troy Young and Gilchrist as well. We'll see next week with Gilchrist, probably the best right back in the league. But for me, he was head and shoulders above Troy Young tonight. Definitely a better fullback than him, but next week we'll see against Gilchrist. I think they play better next Monday than they did tonight, and put the league away next Monday. That's what it feels like, doesn't it? If we can win that next week, it's massive. Bogle get found out in the Premier League like last time, forward all the time. I think his defending has improved, definitely 100%. But I'll give that, hey Sean, thanks, love. I'm too hyped to sleep media. I feel that as well. The adrenaline is all over the place. Super win. I'm buzzing 72 points, 48 goals. Wow. That's astonishing, lads, isn't it? That is mental.
I tell you, if the Chinese was open, I'd be all over it. That's how exciting.
13 cup finals to go, says Evie. Not cliche, but it's true. It's true.
Yeah.
Tonight was probably more pressure on us. Next week's the pressure is more on them. That's it, Richard, isn't it? They need to win that game of football. I think even a draw for us is good. Yeah, me too. Watching all the Pirates of the Caribbean's back to back for the night for the sexy pirate. Yeah, I did see Archie Gray there tonight. Lovely to see Archie Gray there in the stand supporting his old team. Great to see that. Perfect week for Archie. Beat Scum and then Leeds go and win. Back top of the league. Yeah, great week for Archie. And Harry scored 2 as well for the under-21s as well. So really good week for the Gray family.
Oh, don't forget as well, Rovers lost and Bows won. Get up there. Go on.
You're going to upset Sean in the chat.
I know.
I think that Sunderland running out. We nearly need to finish top 2. That's why it meant the most. And yeah, that's what you were touching on there, Jam. It's top 2 because ultimately, when you're next season and you're in the Premier League, no one really cares if you won the championship the year before. I don't think we want to win it. We want to lift the trophy because we weren't there the last time. Well, I do anyway. But like you said, top 2, that's the priority. Looking at the fixtures, we will win them. I hope so. Yeah, that's confident. That is confident, but I love that. All the Fark signings have been classed. Yeah, true. The only one I'd say is Smith. It's the only one that the question mark is definitely over. Not at all this Carnus play yet. So did Chelsea. Champions League the end of next season. Love it.
We did.
Lads, look, I think we'll leave it there. We rambled on for nearly 40 minutes. Jam, and to say before we wrap it up, buddy.
The Shells. Come on, the Shells.
No, lads, just thanks for having me on again. I know, obviously,
Thanks for
you work hard.
Get some floodlights. Sorry.
No, mate. No. Just say you both work hard. Like I say, I'm loving the channel, and it's a pleasure speaking with you boys, really, and even better after a Leeds win. But I just got literally one last thing to say, really.
Do you know we get sing next Monday, Dylan? Well, there is a. We'll see that next Monday when we beat them. Dylan, you want to say, buddy, before we wrap it up, pal?
Just everyone was out there coming in there. We had 41 people in there at one stage. Unbelievable. I know it seems like not a whole lot, but for me and Darren, considering we started this back in August, yeah, go on, you can play the violins, lads, go on. Look, appreciate everyone that has came on, at halftime talks, just watch us in general, the OLB reacts. I know everyone's getting a bit of crack out of them. And then just, Leeds United in general. Can't thank everyone enough, including you, Jam, all to our members as well, Can't do this without you guys. Me and Darren loving it, going to keep going. And next time, I promise, I'll try not choke on stream.
You definitely can't promise that. Yeah, lads, look, that's it from Only Leeds Bros, the match reaction. Again, before you leave, lads, don't forget to slap a like on the video, hit subscribe to the channel. We're very close to that 1,500 mark now, so all support is very greatly appreciated. We'll chat to you all again during the week. Jam, again, thanks very much for giving up your time and popping on and chatting Leeds. Back top of the league, lads, absolutely love it. Have a great week because I'm going to have a brilliant one. Love it. See you all again soon. Mind yourselves.